It is a massive day for Toyota. You're probably watching this very early in the morning. 4 a.m. is when the embargo ended, so I'm filming this a day earlier. This content, guys, is not only give us some sneak peeks, some first looks at the redesigned 2026 Toyota RAV4, but we also get a reveal date, and I'm going to share my thoughts. I have other news to share as well in regards to Toyota production and this vehicle. So, guys, if you're excited, smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe because I will get hands-on with this vehicle. By the end of this month, you're going to see this vehicle with me being in it, touching it. I won't be driving it more than likely till later this year. But guys, like I'm saying, make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss this content. It's not just this RAV4, guys. There's so many other Lexus and Toyota model special editions, refreshes that I will be bringing to you in just a couple of weeks' time. All right, here we go. The countdown to the next adventure begins. Remember, RAV4 means recreational active vehicle with four-wheel drive. Now maybe they'll just call it the recreational adventure vehicle with four-wheel drive. Even though, you know, you can still get front-wheel drive RAV4s, at least this generation and previous generations, you get front-wheel drive. I don't know if that's going to be the case going forward. All right, so what do we have here? Well, Plano, that's headquarters. I'm going to Toyota headquarters in a couple weeks to bring you guys hands-on coverage. Get ready to stand out in all new style from urban streets to outdoor retreats. Check out the reveal May 20th. All right. Well, there's not a lot, right? We know the reveal is May 20th, but what else can we get from this? Well, we know it's restyled. Urban streets. So when I'm thinking urban streets, I'm thinking a sporty model. Okay, and we'll zoom in here in a little bit. Outdoor retreats, I'm thinking of an off-road model. Now, what do we have currently in the RAV4 lineup that could equate to a street model, a sporty model, as well as an off-road model? Well, the Woodland's the off-road model. We don't have the TRD, the TRD off-road package, essentially, that it was on it a few years back. We do have the hybrid Woodland. Okay, so there's a potential that the Woodland would make a return here. Is the XSE, are we going to get an XSE? I almost guarantee we'll get an XSE. I wonder if there's going to be a GR Sport. All right. I think I already told you guys that I'm about 99.999% sure that there's going to be a GR Sport model, and the RAV4 will be the first model in the United States offered with a GR Sport. Not to confuse that with GR, like a GR Yaris, a GR86. Those are pure sports cars, but the GR Sport adds sportiness to their existing models. All right. In Europe, the refreshed Corolla Cross just got a GR Sport. Ours didn't in America, but I think it will in the future. We'll see. We'll see what Toyota wants to do with GR Sport going forward, and if they plan on bringing it to this RAV4. I'm almost convinced that they are. So with that being said, what are the pictures, guys? Through the power of Zoom, what are we going to find here? Well, it's not as high resolution as I would like. This is just the top down, and there's not a lot to see here. Okay, this could be a Woodland model, but you know, what's interesting, there's no sunroof here. Does the current Woodland have a sunroof? I don't think it does, so it's very possible that the next one, if this is a Woodland that we're looking at, I wouldn't be surprised if it does not have a sunroof as well, but maybe it's option. Maybe it's an option. Okay, picture number 2. All right, just an average Joe. What is this guy doing? What is this? Guys, what are we looking at here? Is this like a robot or something? Are there any cryptic messages? This guy walking with a club? There's some weird stuff going on in this neighborhood, guys. Is there like cryptic messages in the bushes here or something? There might be. Oh, there's a guy with the... Wait, what's this? Is this like a homeless person's tent over here? I don't know what the heck is going on in this neighborhood. It's tripping me out. But the new RAV4 is there. No sunroof here either. That's fascinating. Now, we will go over the teaser, and I should say no. We will go over the leaked image, whether that's true or not. We'll line it up with the photos that we have from these top downs. And then here's the last one. This, with this supersonic red or whatever they call it, this could very well be a GR Sport model. Fully glassed out roof. I mean, blacked out emblem here at the top. That looks like it anyways, with potentially the hammerhead design. I wish these images were better resolution, but they do that for a reason. This is a teaser. It's a teaser. I don't think there's any cryptic messages in the bushes here. Now, this could be over at Shimoyama. That's a possibility where they test and design many Lexus models, but they also test sports cars at Shimoyama. This is their dedicated sports track and development center in Japan. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this neighborhood. And then again, potentially the woodland, which if this is a real shot, maybe they filmed it in Hokkaido, cold northern frosty Japan. All right, remember just a few months ago there was this leak. Toyota never confirmed or denied it. This was out of China, I believe. All right, and on the hood here, it said, I think Beyond Zero logo with HEV. I mean, this looks like an official render, and it's like, you know, in this big projector screen behind this model, which this model actually looks to be like, let me pull it up for you. The BZ3X. This very well could be the BZ3X right here. It looks like it. Don't know 100%, but it looks like it with the LiDAR sensor and whatnot. This is probably an official image, but again, time will tell. How does it stack up to what we're seeing above? Well, the hood looks identical. I know it's not the same angle. The headlights, it's impossible to tell, but this looks to be the real deal, guys. So I'm excited for the new Toyota RAV4. It is going to be, well, it should continue to be the best-selling vehicle, assuming they can keep production up. And here's the additional news I have for you guys on this vehicle. And my source that has been accurate with all the Kentucky plant updates throughout the years is saying that because of the tariffs, essentially, that the RAV4 was supposed to, the RAV4 hybrid specifically that's made in Kentucky, was supposed to leave Kentucky, all right, and be strictly made in Canada and Japan, the new generation RAV4. But that's no longer the case. The RAV4 hybrid, which I'm expecting the new RAV4 to be strictly hybrid or plug-in hybrid until they come out with a BEV version, which is a possibility. But at launch, it'll be hybrid and plug-in hybrid. That vehicle was supposed to leave United States production this year, but that is no longer happening. The Lexus ES, though, has been extended for a little bit. It was supposed to leave this August 2025, the Lexus ES, which is on the third assembly line. All right, it's still slated to go to Japan. Of course, it's going to Japan. That's official from Toyota, but other sources have told me that we should be getting it as a fully battery electric starting in January. We know the vehicle, this new ES, is really designed for the Chinese market in mind, and the hybrid is supposed to be launching maybe summer of 2026. Okay, so January 2025, ES will be coming from Japan and leaving the US in December in terms of production. The Camry will be filling in line 3 production. Okay, so here's what's interesting. Camry is currently being produced. I think it's on line 1. My source will confirm or deny. The Camry is current. So there are 3 production lines in Kentucky. The third one is where the Lexus ES is made. The first one is Camry, I believe, and the second one is RAV4 hybrid. If the Camry switches over to the third production line, which makes the ES, that'll be interesting. Maybe one of the lines becomes a flex line where they can build Camrys and RAV4 hybrids, and then one of the lines dedicated to RAV4 hybrid. I cannot wait to hear about the official announcement on this. If Toyota makes an official announcement on it, it might just be all internal. Yeah, because I don't see any official announcement on this. So this is insider information at this point that the RAV4 is staying in Kentucky. It'll still be built in Canada and Japan, but it's going to have, I mean, I would assume that a large portion of those Canadian-made RAV4s will stay in Canada and be exported from Canada, not to the United States, maybe to Europe. That's a possibility as they try to figure out, you know, this tariff situation. I don't know. It's good that I guess the RAV4 is sticking around in the United States. And to add to the complexity of the situation in Kentucky is that They are supposed to having a 3-row battery electric vehicle going online in 2026. Now, it was supposed to be in 2025, but it's been delayed, this 3-row BEV. Here's the thing. The demand for 3-row BEVs is a joke. All right, I understand Toyota essentially is forced to make them due to the CARB states and CARB regulations, but the Ioniq 9 just launched with big incentives like low APR financing, big cash incentives as well, and really low like lease rates for a brand new vehicle. And the Ioniq vehicles are better than Toyota's EVs typically, unless this new one comes out from Toyota and surprises me. But it's, you know, it's not going to be anything revolutionary. It's just like what the BZ4X powertrain should have launched as. That's kind of what we're getting in the new Highlander EV that's supposed to be built in Kentucky. So newer e-axles, bigger battery, but it's not going to be like world-class charging or world-class range or world-class acceleration. The Ioniq 9 is pretty much up there in terms of those numbers. And they're still having to incentivize it at launch, which means the market's really soft for 3-row EVs. So with that being said, maybe Toyota's like, yeah, let's just postpone this 3-row EV and make as many RAV4s as we can in Kentucky. That would make sense to me. The RAV4 is their cash cow. It's the highest volume selling vehicle in the United States. It beat out the F-150 last year. I went a little long-winded on this, guys, but I'll see you in the comments. I'm very revved up for this. I'm excited. I can't wait to share it with you. And maybe Toyota has more teasers. You know, they've played the teaser game in the past with the Tundra, the Tacoma, the 4Runner. I don't know if they did it with the Camry. I don't remember. But it's possible that we could have a teaser campaign for the new RAV4. And typically when we have such leaks like we showed earlier like this, I wouldn't be surprised if they start teasing it a little bit more than you typically would. That's what Toyota did when the Tundra leaked a few years back in 2021, I think it was. So anyways, got to cut it off. Have a great day. If you guys are watching this early in the morning, have a wonderful day. Maybe this jumpstart your day. Okay. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.